Water use and pollution. Water is the most important liquid we know. It is everywhere we look. Water is in the ground and in the air that we breathe. All animals, plants, and humans need water to survive. Water has formed our earth since its beginning. It also prevents the earth from too cold and too hot. Water never disappears. We use same water over and over again. Water has been important for people for thousands of years. Without water, there would be no life on earth. We use water in our houses for cooking, bathing, and washing the dishes. Water is used to grow food. In many dry areas, farmers must bring water to the fields through canals and expensive irrigation. And also industries and factories also use water. Fruits and vegetables must be cleaned before they can be processed and sold in supermarkets. Water is used for cooling in many areas. For example, in steel production. Many countries around the world use water to produce energy. Power station burn coal, which turns water into steam. Countries with many mountains and rivers also use the power of water to produce electricity. Water is important for our free time. People enjoy themselves at seaside resorts. The amount of water we have on earth is always the same. However, clean water is getting rare because of pollution. Most of the world's water, about 97%, is in the oceans. 1.4 billion cubic kilometers is salt water. Only 3% in the fresh water. In lakes, rivers, and glaciers. Much of the world has enough fresh water, but there are regions that are too dry and don't get enough rain. Developing countries often do not have enough water for their growing populations. Other areas do not have enough water because people waste it.
Water pollution. Water pollution occurs when unwanted materials enter into water, changes the quality of water, and harmful to environment and human health. Water is an important natural resource used for drinking and other developmental purposes in our lives. Safe drinking water is necessary for human health all over the world. Being a universal solvent, water is a major source of infection. According to the World Health Organization, 80% diseases are waterborne. Drinking water in various countries does not meet World Health Organization standards. 3.1% deaths occur due to the unhygienic and poor quality of water. Discharge of domestic and industrial effluent waste, leakage from water tanks, marine dumping, radioactive waste, and atmospheric deposition are major causes of water pollution. Heavy metals that dispose of and industrial waste can accumulate the lakes and river, proving harmful to humans and animals. Toxins in industrial waste are the major cause of immune suppression, reproductive failure, and acute poisoning. Infectious diseases like cholera, skin and kidney problem are spreading through polluted water. Human health is affected by the direct damage of plants and animal nutrition. Water pollutants are killing seaweeds, marine birds, fishes, and the other sea organisms that serve as food for human. Insecticide like DDT concentration is increasing along the food chain. These insecticides are harmful for humans. Major sources of water pollution: domestic seaweeds, industrialization, population growth, pesticides and fertilizers, plastics and polythene bags, urbanization, waste management system. It is reported that 75 to 80% water pollution is caused by the domestic seaweeds. Waste from industries like sugar, textile, electroplating, pesticides, pulp, and paper are polluting the water. Polluted river have intolerable smell and contains less flora and fauna. 80% of the world's population is facing threats to water security. Large amount of domestic seaweeds is drained into river, and most of the seaweeds is untreated. Domestic seaweeds contain toxicants, solid waste, plastic litters, and bacterial contaminants, and these toxic materials causes water pollution. Different industrial effluent that is drained into river without treatment is the major cause of water pollution. Hazardous material discharged from the industries is responsible for surface, water, and groundwater contamination. Contaminant depends upon the nature of industries. Toxic metals enter into water and reduce the quality of water. 25% pollution is caused by the industries and is more harmful. Increasing population is creating many issues, but it also negative role in polluting the water. Increasing population leads to increase in solid waste generation. Solid and liquid waste is discharged into rivers. Water is also contaminated by human excreta in contaminated water. A large number of bacteria are also found, which is harmful for human health. Government is incapable to supply essential needs to citizens because of increasing number of population. Sanitation facilities are more in urban areas than rural areas. Polythene bag and plastic waste is a major source of pollution. Waste is drawn away by putting it into plastic bags. It is estimated that 3/4 people of urban areas defecate in open. 77% people are using flush latrines and 8% are using pit latrines. Urbanization can cause many infectious diseases. Overcrowding, unhygienic conditions, and safe drinking water are major health issues in urban areas. 1/4 of urban population is susceptible to disease. Pesticides are used to kill bacteria, pests, and different germs. Chemical containing pesticides are directly polluting the water and affect the quality of water. If pesticides are excess in amount or poorly managed, then it would be hazardous for agricultural ecosystem. Only 60% fertilizers are used in the soil. Other chemicals leach into soils polluting the water. Cyanobacteria are rich in pollute water and excess phosphate runoff leads to eutrophication. Residues of chemicals mixed with river water due to flooding, heavy rainfall, excess irrigation, and inter-infant food chain. These chemicals are lethal for living organisms, and many vegetables and fruits are contaminated with these chemicals. Trace amount of pharmaceutical in water also causes water pollution, and it is dangerous to human health. Water pollution is a global issue, and world community is facing worse results of polluted water. Major sources of water pollution are discharge of domestic and agriculture waste, population growth, excessive use of pesticides and fertilizers, and urbanization. Bacterial, viral, and parasitic diseases are spreading through polluted water and affecting human health. It is recommended that there should be proper waste disposal system, and waste should be treated before entering into river. Educational awareness programs should be organized to control the pollution.